internal 2 and 3, because they are not giving you much gap, and you people have to sit and study for those, because you have to come and write. Maybe next week. Any chances of next week offline classes? Anybody know about that? Any information?
No, ma'am, no information got from anything from department.
Okay, but from government, will they extend the lockdown or they'll stop? On 25th, you have to go back, or how?
That still they are in a confusion, ma'am.
Yes, true. Yes. Okay. So let us do our work. Okay, long time back we have started with the module 5, and we were seeing what is firewall. All these we have seen in the last few classes. What are the applications? What are the routers? Mm, Routers and firewall. Then we have seen what is firewall, what is the difference between firewall and antivirus, what is antivirus, what are personal firewall, what is parental control software, what is packet filter versus firewall, then how a firewall protect a network, what are the packet characteristics of to a filter, then stateless and versus stateful firewalls. So stateless and stateful, something like your wire and wireless. Then we have seen about a NAT and a port forwarding. We'll just have a look and we move forward with the NAT. So NAT and a port forwarding, network device, whether a consumer level wireless access point or an enterprise grade firewall, are the gateway between networks. They separate external network like the internal from private networks, like those used by the subsystem in your home. System on the internet must have a unique public IP addresses. This ensures that packets for a website or a gaming server always go to the right destination. If the same public IP address were permitted to be used for different unrelated server, then traffic control could be nightmare of congestion and security problems. So the internal network, on the other hand, use a non-routable IP address referred to as a private or a RFC 1918 address. RFC 1918 refers to the document that explicitly defines the address space of the following network. The Internet assigned a number authority, that is IANA, reserved those IP address blocks for private network. This enables organizers large and small to build network whose traffic will not leak onto the internet unless it passes through a gateway device like a router or a firewall. Internet traffic should never accommodate packets whose source contains an RFC 1918 address. It also means that organizations are free to use addresses within these networks without worrying about whether other networks are using the same IP address. That is, until they start trying to tie network together with VPNs or similar links, but those are network design problems for different books. The ability for organizing to independently use the same private network addresses reduce the risk of running out of unique addresses for the millions and millions of devices on modern networks. This address scarcity problem will be solved when IPv6 is more universally adopted, because IPv6 exponentially expands the available address space. So then IPv4 supports about 4 billion devices theoretically due to its 32-bit address field, but much of that space cannot be used for practical addressing. IPv6 uses a 128-bit address field, enough for roughly 3.4 into 1038 unique devices. We will run out of funny cat videos and doctors whose episodes long before we need to worry about running out of IPv6 addresses. The non-routable nature of private address space poses a problem once a device needs to access the internet. The address are fine for syncing your stereo with your music collection stored on the local network, but they won't work when your device where with address 10.0.142 needs to retrieve music from storage on the internet. The music storage device needs to know the difference between your device using the 10.0.1.42 addresses and someone else's device using same private IP address on their private network. Network address translation solves these routing problems by translating packets from private to public address. So NAT is usually performed by a networking device on its external interface for the betterment for the benefit of the system on its internal interface. Now, a NAT device allows machines on its private internal network to masquerade as the IP address assigned to the NAT device. Private system can communicate with the internet using a routable public accessible IP address on the NAT device external interface. When a NAT device receives traffic from the private network designed for the internal network, that is internet, it could record the packet source and destination details. The device then rewrites the packet's header such that the private source IP address is replaced with the device external public IP address. Then the device sends the packet to the destination IP address. From the destination system point of view, the packet appears to have come directly from the NAT device. The destination system responds as necessary to the packet, sending it back to the NAT device IP address. When the NAT device receives the response packet, it checks its address translation table to see if the address and the port information of the packet match any of the packets that had been sent out. If no match is found, the packet is dropped or handled according to any firewall rules operating on the device. If a match is found, the NAT device rewrites the packet's destination IP address with the private IP address of the system that originally sent the packets. Finally, the NAT device sends the packet to its internal destination. The network address translation is completely transparent to the system on the internal private IP address and the internet destination. The private system can access the internet, but an internet system cannot directly address it. If you are having trouble visualizing what's going on, perhaps the following illustration will help you. So how the information is being sent from the system to the server and back to the system with the intervention of the firewall. So now NAT has a few limitations with regard to the kinds of traffic it may successfully translate. The packet header manipulations will interfere with any protocol that requires the use of true IP address, such as IP section. Also, any protocol that require a separate reverse incoming connection, such as active mode FTP, will not work. The outgoing FTP control connection to the FTP server will make it through the NAT device just fine. But when the FTP server attempts to establish the data connection, the NAT device won't know what to do because it does not have a corresponding entry in its translation table. NAT prevalence has influenced people to create a workaround to resolve these limitations. In the end, NAT has become integral to firewall and network security. It provides an added layer of security to the firewall appliance, as it not only protects machines behind its internal interface but also hides them. But what happens if you decide you did like to expose a particular service on your private network to the internet? What if you want someone across the country to be able to look at something you have posted on your internal web server? For this, you can use a technique called port forwarding. The NAT device may forward traffic received on a particular port on the device external interface a port on the device external interface to a port on the system on the private internal network. A remote system on the internet that connects to the NAT device on this port effectively connects to the port on the internal system and only needs 1 second. A remote system on the internet that connects to the NAT device to this port effectively connects to the port on the internal system and only needs to know the public IP address of a NAT device. This is all well and good, but now you have made your private network a little less private by exposing the service listen to that port. Now,
Ma'am, it seems you're struggling. It's okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
You
excuse me, ma'am.
can.
ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ವಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕೊಡಿ ಟೈಮ್.
Ma'am, it's okay. You can take rest today. We have plenty of time.
No, it's okay. Give me 2 minutes. Okay. Next we move on the basic of virtual private network. The virtual private network, so something like what we are doing now, the online classes, it is virtual, so we are not
Ma'am,
offline. Yeah. Yes.
You can do it tomorrow, or else this topic we can study by ourselves. Like
No,
whatever.
No, Srinivas, it's okay, no problem.
Ma'am, no, ma'am, you're not well.
Take rest,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yeah,
We'll
ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನೋ
ma'am,
ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನಾವು ಓದ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಈ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಓದ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. ಇವತ್ತೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು ಆ PPT ಕಳಿಸಿ ನಾವು ಓದ್ಕೋತೀವಿ.
ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ತರ ಆಯ್ತು. ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಬಟ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮವ್ರು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೂ 11:10 ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನದು ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತರ ಕೊಡಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಇವತ್ತು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ತರ, ಲೈಕ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಓದ್ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Okay, so I'll just stop here and we'll continue in tomorrow's class. ಇದನ್ನೇ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, but I'll stop here.
Ma'am, Arshit present, ma'am.
1 second, ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೋತೀನಿ. ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ, ತಗೋತೀನಿ. Today's date is 18/5. Ambrish,
Yes, ma'am.
Anu,
Present, ma'am.
Ashok,
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Benita,
Present, ma'am.
Bhavishya,
Present, ma'am.
Chaitra,
Present, ma'am.
Diksha,
Present, ma'am.
Deepika,
Present, ma'am.
Murli Krishna,
Present, ma'am.
Harshit,
Present, ma'am.
Kishore,
Present, ma'am.
Manjunath,
Yes, ma'am.
Anayana,
Yes, ma'am.
Nilanjan, Nishant,
Present, ma'am.
Rajeshwari,
Present, ma'am.
Ramya,
Present, ma'am.
Rashmi,
Present, ma'am.
Srinivas,
Present, ma'am.
Sunil.
Present, ma'am.
Sorry for the inconvenience caused today. I'm just little bit upset, so
Okay, ma'am.
I'll carry on tomorrow's class. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.